optimize a resume for the ATS or any automated machine. Ultimately, when a human looks at your resume, eventually they will not like it, as most ATS optimization is stuffing your resume with keywords, and that kind of a process is ultimately distasteful. After interviewing so many candidates in the last 4 to 5 years, I have understood that this way of making resume, in which you stuff your resume with keywords and try to portray something which only a machine will like, will eventually not help your career prospects. The moment someone asks you a particular thing, they would look at the depth of your knowledge. And even though the ATS might not ask you the depth of knowledge, the person who is asking those questions will be interested in the depth of your knowledge. Hence, I would recommend you don't think of ATS optimization for resume. Eventually, the goal of ATS is to help both the stakeholders here, people who want to hire and people who want jobs. And maybe ATS is as of now in an immature state, but eventually these automation systems will improve and everything is getting AI color. Maybe after sufficient enhancement of AI, you might not need to stuff your resume with keywords. You might say that, but as of now, that is the case. ATS will reject me if I don't stuff my resume with keywords. Look, if you stuff your resume with keywords, and let's say those skills, those job descriptions, those project details are not as per your real experience, your real skill set, ultimately you will fail at that interview. I know a lot of people think that it's easy to bullshit in an interview, but it's not. If you can bullshit through an interview and get that job, maybe that job is not for you. Maybe you are downplaying your skills, and that is why you are able to speak anything and get this job. A job which will reflect your proper alignment will only be when you are tested rigorously on the skills which you are good at. So, write in a resume what you are really good at, and eventually, people who really want that kind of a skill set will hire you. So, the process is gain some skills, depth in those skills. Write that in the resume with sincerity, and eventually, someone will want you. Eventually, someone would like you for that sincerity, for that honesty. And in this way, you would have a decent shot of being in a good career with decent future prospects and fulfillment.